皆さん、こんにちは。今日はとっても特別とすっごい楽しいビデオあります。Today we're going to do a special video. This is my once a year, I always do it. I'm going to take out my 7.5-year-old Leaf and do a test run and see just how well is it doing. How far can I go on one charge on this 7.5-year-old car with 2,000 charges under its belt. 2,000 charges under its belt. Being laughed at. Lost my train of thought. Sorry. People are laughing at me. I'm still not used to doing this stuff. Okay. Back to it. So actually, I wasn't even going to do the video. I was going to take my wife out this weekend on this bike. And we were going to go back to the place I made the video about last week. Because we like to buy. But I was thinking about it on Friday. I was like, yeah, you know, I need to do a range test. And there's an area near the Megane-Bashi, that really cool bridge I made a video about last week. And it's about 100 miles exactly. And when I had my brand new Leaf, the 2014, when I first got that Leaf, when it was brand new, I would take from here to Ito. It's exactly 100 miles, 160 kilometers to the service area that I used to stop at. And it was a good test to see how the battery's doing on that. And so I didn't go to Ito, but I went basically the same distance, exactly the same distance, going the other direction. And it was pretty flat for most of the time. It was just towards the tail end. It started going up a mountain on the tail end of the test drive, but that's fine because there's some mountains on going to Ito as well. So I think it works out almost perfectly. It's a really good test, and I think it's a lot of fun. I'm shooting the opening the day after I made the video, but yesterday was 40 degrees centigrade most of the time. It was like at 8 o'clock in the morning, it was 35 degrees centigrade. It was a really hot one, but to do the test, I couldn't use the air conditioning because that's how I did the test. It's a really controlled test. I go 160 kilometers. I don't use any air conditioning, and I just see how far I can go on that one charge, and then I can figure out roughly how well it's doing. And that's how I did it. After the test, though, we cranked the windows up, turned on the air conditioning, and had a great time. The car still did great. I was able to go home. I was almost in Guma. I was just on the border of Guma and Saitama when we left for home. And I used the air conditioning the whole way. And we made it home on one charge. And so and that was an 83% charge. So the car, yeah, came a little bit away, but it's doing great. But just how great, we'll have to watch the video to see. So yeah, today I took the bike out by myself. It was really windy in my city. It's really hot. So I went to the Chiba Mountains, found a really great spot, and heck, why not? I'll put a little bit of video of my barbecue today up in the mountains of Chiba. It was really beautiful. And so let's get going. Whoops, sorry, wrong intro. I'm just gonna do this right now. It's almost 8 o'clock at night. Showing 26 degrees centigrade outside. The battery temp is around 31 degrees from what I saw from Leaf Spy when I was charging up. Showing on the battery temp side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segs, which is optimal. 6 to 7 segs is perfect. Showing 11 segs on the right hand side. As you can see on my battery health, I'm showing only 10 segs. So yeah, I dropped a while back. This car is now 7.5 years old. And if you look at my lease by screenshot, I am at 1,998 charges altogether, combined with level 2 and level 3 quick charges. So I'm up to 2,000 charges almost on this battery. That's just crazy. I've also shown a discrepancy of 1% roughly between my state of charge on lease by and my state of charge on the car. I don't know which one to believe. I got this to 90% and I stopped it, and then I came home and it dropped in 1 kilometer down to 89%. But I hadn't charged all the way, and I just got to 90, just the 89 on lease by, just got to 90 on my car. So it wasn't really 90. It was really 89 point something, really. Traveled 1 kilometer since I charged. I think I zeroed everything out. Let me see here. I'm not in the van. Got it. Other side. Yeah, everything's zeroed out. All right, so I am ready to try this test out. I found a spot that's exactly 160 kilometers from my house. And I actually went there with my bike last week. Last week's episode was a bike episode. I went there, and a lot of EV people did not watch that, so I'm going to try a range test with my 7.5-year-old Leaf, 24 kilowatt hour Leaf, and just see what it can do. Because when I had my brand new Leaf, I could charge it to 100% the night before. I would charge to 100%. I don't do it anymore with these. I found out that charging 100% does really not do you much because you lose all your regenerative braking. So, but I would charge to 100% the night before, and then I would head off on this 160 kilometer trip, exactly 160 kilometers, which is 100 miles. And just before I get to the 160, I would have to charge one more time at a Nissan dealership on the way to Ito. This time I'm going in different directions. Up in the mountains is not as flat as the one going towards Ito, but it's 160 kilometers exactly. And I'm curious to see, starting from an 89% charge from my house, if I can get to, it's called Megane-Bashi, if I can get there with just one more charge tomorrow. If I can, then my battery degradation is not too severe. If it takes more than a charge, we'll have to see just how quickly I have to charge again, all that stuff, to just really see. It used to be when I went to Ito, which is a much flatter trip, it's more shoreline. I don't go up too many. Yeah, there's a few mountain passes, aren't there? There's a few small mountain passes getting to Ito. But anyways, that was 160 kilometers, and I usually had like 40% battery left, and I charged up again at that Nissan. I think around 40%. I don't ever let it go very low. On this trip, because of battery degradation, I will allow it to go lower. If I can, I'll allow it to go down to 20% this time before I charge, and we'll see how it goes. If it works out the same, basically, like I get down 20%, charge it up, back up to 80 or 80 whatever percent, and then get to Megane-Bashi, and I have roughly the same charges when I get to Ito, then it's not too bad. It's doable. It's livable. So that's the idea. That's the plan. I hope you guys enjoy. Hey. Good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. I have been driving for over 2 hours now. I left at 4:30 in the morning. It's now almost 7 in the morning. And please excuse my car. It is filthy. But it is rainy season. It rains pretty much every day. This is unusual weather. Even when it's sunny, it ends up raining for sprinkling. So it's just not worth washing a car right now. I'm going to wait till the rain season's over and I'll wash it. A little filthy inside as well. But I got to show you guys this. Check this out, guys. Look at that. I am showing 164 kilometers of range in eco mode. And what is that? That's 160 kilometers out of eco mode. The energy economy is 11.9 kilometers per kilowatt hour. That's insane. And showing 44% on the battery still. And been driving for 2 hours and 33 minutes. gone about 84 kilometers, 84.1 kilometers since I left the house. If you remember right, it was 1 kilometer showing when I parked at the house. The temperature is 27 degrees centigrade right now. That's hot. That's hot for this time of morning. I'm gonna run in, get something to drink real quick, and maybe get some breakfast. So yeah, on Route 16, at 4:30 in the morning, everybody goes fast. So I've been driving economically, but I haven't been driving slow. I've actually been over the speed limit, sometimes quite a bit, unfortunately, because being pushed so hard on 16. 16, the speed limit is 60 kilometers an hour, and when I was trying to go the speed limit, well, even when I was going a little over the speed limit, people were passing me like I was standing still. You know, it's one thing when you're on a motorcycle, you can go speed limit because people can easily go around you. When you're in a car, it's not the same, and I had big trucks, really big trucks, a major trucking route, and just jerks of cars. So I was on there for about, I must have driven on 16 for about 35, 36 kilometers before I was able to get off. I was averaging 10.8, I think, kilometers per kilowatt hour for my efficiency when I was on 16, and then it shot up. Once I got off, it shot up because I was able to go a more decent speed and a lot less lights. 16, because of all the speeders, they put a lot of lights in, and so since there's a lot less lights, and so I was able to go without stopping so often, and I got to go at a more reasonable speed. Yeah, my range, my energy consumption is at 11.9 right now. This street I'm on right now is pretty fast. I've got the cruise control set for 55 kilometers an hour. Most people are not happy about that, as you can see from this guy passing me right now. It's 50. It's marked 50. If it's not marked, it's automatically 60, but it's marked. It is 50 kilometers an hour here. I don't want to go crazy over the speed limit. It's a holiday, not holiday, but it's a weekend. And the police, the patrol bikes are out. I'm not going to take any chances. I am going over the speed limit. I'm doing pretty well on the energy consumption as well. This street does have more lights. I'm just barely making them. At going a little over speed limit, I'm just barely making from one light to the next. See, this next light I have to stop at. Yeah, I gotta stop. So, yeah. So that's what's going on so far. I'll give you more information later. See you guys. Okay. Let's see. Can you see that? 8:26 in the morning, showing 30 degrees centigrade outside. It's a hot one today. Guma and Saitama are always hotter than Chiba. It's hot. Temperature on the battery is still holding steady at 6 bars, looks like. Yep. And I've traveled 133.8 kilometers since, well, 132.8 kilometers since I left the house. Showing 17% on the battery. I went a little lower than normal, but I wanted to stop at Takasaki, which is kind of close to our destination. Kind of, it's about an hour away from here. But I actually passed Takasaki by accident. So I'm in a small little town, but luckily there's a charger here. Showing 29 available in eco mode and out of eco mode, same thing. So that's 162.8 kilometers of range available off this 89% charge, or 88, depending on how you look at it. The car said 89%, but at least by said 88. I don't care. Either way, it did really well. Better than I expected, actually. Shockingly well. So I'm going to charge now. We're going to be running late because I have to do a 30-minute charge. So I'm going to hurry up and start charging so we can get going as soon as possible. All right, talk more later. Bye. All right, this is unusual. This charger here is cash only on 500 yen. I didn't bring any cash with me, so I'm gonna hit a different one. There's another one really close to here. It's less than a kilometer. I'll go over there and hopefully I can use my card. All right. Okay. Oh. So yeah, I moved to the next spot. It's 8:35 now, still showing 30 degrees. Still showing 6 segs on the tip, battery temp. There we go. 16% now showing on the battery. Go ahead. 26 kilometers of range showing on the gasometer. 134.9, 135. So it's 161 roughly of cumulative range altogether. And it's holding steady. It's been saying that since I got off 16. So basically, so it's holding pretty steady. 17 was bad. I knew it would be. Been driving for 4 hours roughly. Showing 11.7 kilometers per kilowatt. See, it went down because 17 is kind of like 16. It's a higher speed limit, lots of lights, and a lot of trucks on that route as well. 17 will take you right to Tokyo. It goes from Nagasaki all the way over straight to Tokyo. So it's kind of a popular route as well. There's a ton of lights on it. So yeah, let's try this again. I'm gonna plug in here. I can use my card here. I'm at Family Mart, and yeah, we'll start charging. All right, nice gentle charger. I'm on my second time. I've already gone 30 minutes. I'm gonna do one more charge to get up past 80%, a little bit past 80%, because starting from here, it's going up. We're going up mountains. I'd show you, but I'm on the wide angle lens. They're right there. I got the car all loaded up with our all of our gear for barbecue again. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice barbecue. Yeah, so that's why I didn't bring cash. I felt like the car's free, free charging, I thought. So I didn't bring any cash. I got my barbecue goods. Just have a nice drive, a nice Sunday drive on a Saturday, And also, I've been dying to do an update on the, every time when it gets warm enough, I do a range test on this car. And last time I did it was a year ago, and I swear it hasn't changed much. It really feels like it hasn't changed much since the last time I did a range test. So, can't be happier. I can't be happier with this car. 7.5 years old. I paid, when I bought it was less than $10,000, $9,000 something. 2,000 chargers under its belt. Gosh, dang it, it's doing well. It's doing really well. This gentle charger, I'm still at 6 segs on the battery temp. Almost done now. Getting really close. Yeah, almost there. Almost to 80%. And just can't be happier. I really, really can't stress enough to you guys. These Nissan cars, these electric cars that Nissan puts out, the batteries aren't that bad. I know they get a bad rap, especially from the Tesla heads. Tesla people swear their batteries are better and stuff. But I don't know, man. I don't know if is there anybody out there that still has a Tesla from, 7-8 years ago and can tell us what their battery condition is? Don't think it's gonna be much different than this one. Yeah, so I think Nissan made a good car, and it's a very affordable car because it doesn't have the liquid cooling in it. It does hurt you in the wintertime with a small battery. It's a 24 kilowatt hour battery. So you can imagine in the wintertime, especially with with the battery health down 2 segs, you don't get the best range in the wintertime at all on these small battery cars. But for the rest of the year, you're doing good. And this area is pretty mild. Japan's pretty mild, so I get plenty of use in the wintertime as well as the summertime, spring, and fall. So I'm all good. I'm all good with this. So I can't stress these cars enough. Buy a used one. Buy a used electric car if you want. Especially if you're new to the electric cars. Don't put all your money into a brand new one. Like over here in Japan, it's ridiculous what they charge now for the charging plan. I still got 2 years left on my card, so I have all these chargers I can use for one low price, $20 a month, and I can use as much as I want. The new plan is $100 a month, and you only get what would that be? Maybe 10 charges off of that, and then after that you have to pay roughly, I think it's $10, roughly $10 a charge after that. And they say that's a bargain. That's a bargain. If you don't have a membership card, you have to pay $15 per charge, which is a ridiculous price. So the Nissan, what they did is they jacked up the price. It used to be $5. It used to be $5 for non-members. They jacked that up to $15, and then they jacked up our cards. So when you renew the card, it goes up to $100 a month instead of $20 a month. So Nissan, great job. Oh, and not only did they jack it up, but then you don't even get to use all you can use format. It's not like Sky Tai Hodai. It's you get a certain amount of charges, and after that you have to pay out of your pocket anyways. Terrible plan. So yeah, buy used. Just get used. Just get used if you're new to this thing. And 81%. I want to go a couple more, I think, because we are going up the mountain. I mean, we're definitely going to make it to our next destination. We're only 40 kilometers away from the next destination. I'm showing 135 on the gasometer right now. 82%. I think I'll charge to 85 and stop there, because I want to... If you guys watched my video last week on my bike, which a lot of you didn't, because you're EV people, I get that. After I stop at my... I think it's going to be the 160 kilometer mark. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to keep going, and if I go up to the top of the mountain, which is a really cool S-curve mountain thing, sometimes hairpin curves, it's 183 curves. It's pretty cool. And you go up this mountain, and you get to the top, you get this beautiful summer resort area where the emperor and his family have a summer resort area. And so all the houses, cheapest houses, are like $5 million houses and stuff. It's a wealthy area. It's a nice area. It's a tennis town, and I want to go there. I found in my last video, I found a apple pie shop. I want to get a couple more apple pies. They were so delicious. I'm gonna get some more, and then head home. And on the way home, we'll do a barbecue. And I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna do any drive recorder video, any GoPro video, because once again, I did the same route last week on the bike. If you want to see what it looks like, watch that video. I'm just doing the drive test and the battery test. And I usually put the video up so I can prove to you guys I'm not cheating or anything, but it's still, I mean, it's not, I mean, if I wanted to, I could cheat anyways, even with the video. So it's not the greatest way of showing proof anyways. You just have to take my word for it. I'm not cheating. Everything's, I haven't played with the numbers at all. I haven't done secret charges, not at all. So it's doing great. I'm at 83%, showing 138 kilometers right now. I already zeroed everything out because I thought we were going to be okay. Ooh, it's hot. So yeah, I'm going to wait till 85%. Oh, we're up to 84. 1 more percent. 1% I can get going. All right. Talk more later, guys. See ya. All right, made it to our destination. I spent about 45 minutes charging at the last place. I charged to 84%. I mean, I stopped at 85, but since I got, you guys get it, it's 84. I screwed up. I didn't get much sleep last night. I went to bed about, I don't know, 11. Woke up at 1. And I couldn't fall back asleep till 3 because my dumb dogs. I had to get up at 4. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. So I zeroed out. Last time I zeroed that out, but I remember it was 139. Well, no, 130. I just remembered it. I looked it up. It was 134.9. Anyways. With this, it's 174 kilometers I've gone since so I went a little bit over 100 miles, but close enough. The car did great. We're showing 59%. Can you guys see that? Glare. 59%, 82%. I'm sorry, 82 kilometers showing on the gasometer. Yeah, it's a big difference from last time. It's because it's just been nothing but uphill. Let's see, I've been driving for an hour. And there it is, 8.9 on my energy economy, which still isn't bad. 8.9 kilometers per kilowatt hour. I'll take it. It's just been nothing but uphill. So 33 degrees outside now. It's actually going down. It was 34, but since we're going up, it's starting to go down, which is great. Whew. Anyways, we're at the base of the mountain where we go up. I'm showing 82 kilometers in eco mode. 59%. I'm at 7 seconds on the battery temp. I don't really want to charge yet. I'll have to check. I'll get back to you guys. I'm gonna check to see how much further to Karuizawa and the Megane-Bashi. And yeah, I'm charging my GoPro right now as we speak. Maybe I will put it up just a little bit because the curves are so awesome. I didn't do the curves in the car yet, so maybe I'll give that a try. Okay, I'll talk more later, guys. Bye. Back in the car, ready to get going. Still showing 33 degrees temperature, 82 kilometers of range, 59% battery, traveled 39 kilometers so far. Got the GoPro set up. When we start hitting the curves and stuff, I'll turn it on. I'm not gonna stop at Megane-Bashi, but you'll see it in the video. And if you're interested more about it, sorry, truck. If you're interested in what you want to learn more about it or see more of it, check out my previous video. The previous one where I take the bike ride. I actually stop and I walk around there, okay? All right, guys, let's get going. Okay, update time. If you're asking, where was the video? The driving video, it didn't show up because I screwed up. There's two ways to go up the up to Karuizawa, and my Navi or me, I screwed up and I went the wrong way. I went the trucker's route. So much wider street, faster speeds, and nothing. It's not beautiful at all. It's really crappy. So we didn't go by the Megane-Bashi. I will do it on the way down. I'll show you what I'm doing right now. I'm showing 27 degrees centigrade right now, but I don't think that's correct. It's much cooler up here. Well, that's actually correct. I'm sorry. My brain. I'm tired. 27. That's correct. It's really cool up here. Battery's at 29%. Showing 41 kilometers on the gasometer, travel 64.7 kilometers since I charged last. Battery temp is at 7 segs. That's not bad. We're gonna park here for a couple hours and we're gonna walk around. I'll show you some of the sights, and yeah, it's a really nice area, and it's a wealthy area. Like I said, it's a vacation spot summer vacation spot for people. It's kind of like Karuizawa is kind of like the Boulder City, Colorado area of Japan. It's kind of like Boulder, but instead of being a ski town, it's a summer tennis town. Everybody plays tennis over here. Tennis courts everywhere, and it's got a nice shopping district, little street. It's a major tourist spot because, like I said, the emperor has a summer place somewhere around here. So let's walk around. I'll show you some sights, and I'm gonna get some apple pie. I'm looking forward to that big time. Get some pie, and yeah, and then we'll head down. I'm not even gonna charge from up here. I'm gonna go down, see how much I can regen.
How far is Nagano, the campsite?
From here, about an hour and a half. Do you want to go to Nagano? We can charge here and go over to Nagano. I don't have the tent though. I didn't bring the tent.
So we can do barbecue there.
Oh, it's too far for that. Unless you don't mind getting home late at night. I'll check. We'll check. I'll check when I get off the video. But yeah, that would be a nice place to do the barbecue. It would be nice. We could do that. It's only 11:30 right now. So we have to be back by 1:30 roughly. Be back by 1:30 and get going, okay?
Yes.
All right, I'll see you again. Bye. Like, すごい並んでるそこ。あ、いや、いらない。All right, we're back on the street, same as last week. Here's the apple pie lab I love. Everything's apple pie, but the apple part is kind of the base, and then they have toppings. They have peach, blueberry, cheesecake, sweet potato. They have all kinds of things, but everything's an apple pie base. Incredible. Let's go in.
We're back again.
I know. Coaching? Okay. Is that Deutsch da? More here to come with that. Yeah, so down there. 当たり前。 Sausage and beer. Where's the waterfall? I could jump in it right now. I want to jump in it. That does look good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Knick-knack shop. Knick-knack patty whack. Okay, we're back in the car. Only spent an hour walking down. I just want to get the apple pies, really. I showed you the video. You like? I hope you guys like that. So here we are, 28%. We're gonna head now. I'm gonna head down the mountain on the side I was supposed to come up on. It's really twisty and curvy. If I'm lucky, there won't be too many people in front of me, so I can go decent speed, get some good regen. It'll be interesting to see. I'm starting at 28% right now. It'll be interesting to see what I get when I get to the bottom. Also, the Megane-Bashi will show up in the video. Hopefully you'll see it from this angle. Going up, you see it really well. Coming down, I wonder. I don't know what the angle's like coming down. But yeah, if I feel like it's not a good angle, I might pull over and get some shots. Or I have shots from the previous video. I still have those videos. I'll just pop up some pictures if I don't get a good shot from here. Anyways, after we do that, I'm gonna get down to the bottom, see how much I got back. After that, I'm gonna plug in, charge up to 80 whatever, and we're gonna head off to Chichibu, where the Ajisai Street is. The Hydrangea Street is. I talked about that in my previous video. I went there last week and there weren't very many blooming, but hey, you know, maybe it's better this time. I don't know. But also, there's a lot of places where we can do barbecue in that area. So we're gonna go there after charging. So let's get going, anyways. Bye. All right, I'm not regenerating much. It's a lot of twists and turns, but it's not very steep. You know, the other one was more steep, but it was wider roads and stuff and not so twisty. This was more twisty and less steep. But I am, you know, also I did go back up. I went back up. There was a car. This boy nearly killed himself in a Mitsubishi. Probably an Evo, I'm not sure. But he nearly killed himself. Lost control, went into the other lane of traffic at a curve and hit the guardrail. The car was literally on top of the guardrail. And he was injured a little bit, slight injury. Looks like nothing too serious. But he had the new driver stickers on his car, so did his friends, so they were just being dangerous, being stupid. And you gotta be careful, these people. When I was on my motorcycle, on my last video, there was a blue Subaru behind me, probably Impreza hatchback, and he wanted to go really fast. I pulled over and let him go because you just stay away from those guys. They can be pretty dangerous. So anyway, so I went back up to check, make sure they were okay, make sure that, because I wasn't sure if they had signal, their phone had signal. So I went up there to see if they needed me to go where signal was and call the police, but they already got hold of the police, so everything's cool with that, I guess. And so yeah, here's the bridge. Let me get out of the car and show it to you guys. Really muddy here. I'll zoom in. There we go, standard lens. There we go. Anyways, Japan's they're trying to get this into, what's it, National Heritage Foundation or whatever it's called. They're trying to get this included in that. So it's a really big bridge, it's really old. The story that goes along with it, I don't know. It's a weird story. Could be true, but I don't know. It's a very old bridge. And if you notice, the thing that I notice about it is it doesn't have the architecture, the Japanese architecture to it. It's very like something from the Roman era, it seems like, kind of architecture. The story goes that it was shortly after Japan opened its borders, but it would have had to be, to me, I think, in order for it to be done when it got done, I think it would have to be before they opened their borders, but the timeline doesn't match. But they're saying after Japan opened its borders, England came over and helped them build a railroad in the mountains. And the other funny thing is there's a station going this way, there's a station going that way, and the stations go nowhere. I mean, what they claim are train stations, there's nothing there. Never has been anything there. There was never any factories, no mines, nothing, no towns. It's just weird. The train line's gone anyways. It's not a train anymore. But there are tunnels you can walk through. They look like train tunnels, but I don't know. It's just, everything's so odd about it. Everything's so odd about it. And it is also an aqueduct, I think. I saw water pouring out of one. I walked down a little ways to another area and there was water. There was I don't know what the terminology is for it, but there was a special aqueduct where the water was coming out of the thing. So just everything's really odd about the architecture on it. It's strange. It's pretty cool though. It's really cool. And if you go through the tunnels, they're really, really cool. And there's like miles and miles of them you can go through, walk through. And so it's good exercise up in the mountains, kind of high altitude, and it's at an angle, at a pitch, so you get some good exercise. So anyways, that's that. Let's move on to the next thing. Charge. I turned the car off.
Yeah, you did.
I turned the car off. Okay, so here's what we got going. I got up to 31%, showing 59 kilometers of range on the gasometer. Traveled 87.9 kilometers of range. Put that together, 147 kilometers of range off of an 84% charge. Going up a mountain and coming back down, not bad. I would say, beyond my wildest dreams, huge success for this car. So the test is done. It's been done, really. And I hope you guys enjoyed the test part. Now I'm just going to continue on. We're going to charge here, and then we're going to continue on, we're going to do a barbecue, and I'll show some. Hopefully the Ajisides are blooming. I'll show some Ajisides. So
I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna try. Show some. What were the Ajisides? Hydrangea. Show some hydrangea, and do a little barbecue, and then we'll head home. All right. Talk to you later. I'm at a location for our barbecue over near the street with all the hydrangea, and I'm showing 37% on the battery since I last charged. Traveled 67.3 kilometers and showing 58 kilometers left on the range. So not great, but that's because I've been going to the mountains and stuff. Not bad though, actually. Let's see what my, yeah, I'm doing 10.4 kilometers per kilowatt hour. Not bad considering I'm going to the mountains. It's 34 degrees here at 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm all, you know, I was thinking about, we were planning on taking the motorcycle again this weekend. I was gonna make a video, and come Friday, my toe was hurting still, and I didn't want to spend any money on gas, and I thought, well, this is perfect timing to make a, you know, range video again this time of year to see how the car is holding up, the battery's holding up. And I'm glad I did, man. We used the air conditioning the whole way here too. That's another thing about this energy economy is pretty good, because air conditioning was going full blast the whole time over here. 40 degrees centigrade today. Wow, it got hot. We went up back up high, so the temperature dropped a little bit. Right now down below it's about 37, 38, depending where you're at. So it is cooling down, but still pretty hot. Okie dokie. Talk more later. Sorry guys, I didn't record any of the barbecue, but that's okay. Once again, just watch the previous video and you can see the barbecue, how we do it. Just cleaning up right now. And after that, I'd like to take a walk down to the river. There's a really nice river over here. Really muggy today. The air is so thick and wet. Hard to breathe. That's why my voice is like this. Yeah, so cleaned up, packed stuff back in the car, and I'm letting the battery cool down a little bit. It got a little warm because, like I said, it got to 40 degrees today. So at 40 degrees centigrade outside with the humidity as high as it was, it felt more like 50 almost probably. The battery didn't have any way of cooling, so it got to about 8 segs, which isn't terrible. It's not bad. But I'd like it to drop down to 7 segs before I try charging again. So there's a roadside station, Michinoiki, kind of close to here. So I'll go over there and I'll go over the numbers when I get there. Okay? All right. Cool. I forgot, we got pie. She's gonna have the lemon apple. I'm gonna have the apple cinnamon. So I guess, I know apple pie is made with cinnamon, but I guess there's a little extra in this
Also,
one.
different
Apples. These are Fuji's, so sweeter apples. She said?
Yeah.
Granny Smiths are tart. Fuji's I thought were sweet, but okay. Anyways, looks really good. Can't wait to try that. Your lemon apple looks pretty good too. So yeah, I bought a whole bunch of pies. $50 worth of pie. Because I don't plan on going back for a while. But they're seasonal, so in July they have a whole different slew of pies. They have mango apple. What are they going to have? They're going to have sunshine grape? Shine mascot grapes. They're big, sweet. Mixed berry and orange apple. So all these different kinds of apple pies. So I might go back in July sometime, but this month's definitely finished. So, and yeah.
Your piece is bigger. How come?
Yeah, it is true. Yeah. Maybe lemon's expensive. I don't know. But yeah, they look really good. But it is kind of far.
Kind of.
It's about a 5 hour drive, 4.5 hour, 5 hour drive. So yeah, it's a little far. I guess it's longer when you have to charge. How's it? Is it good?
Oishii.
Is it sour? Bitter? Oh, you like it?
Oishii.
Okay.
I can taste the outside lemon skin.
Yeah. Lemon peel in there? Nice. That'll make it better. Yeah, I'm going to eat since I'm done.
It's kind of pink.
She said that. Kind of pink. The color. Trippy.
It was bigger.
Alright.
Seriously.
Yeah, well. She likes me. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. She's a nice old lady. Makes the pies. They're made on site, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's heavy.
I told you.
I have to eat with my hands. This is ridiculous. I can't give you a fork. Ah. 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 Wow. Okay. That tastes like a homemade American apple pie. That's not too much cinnamon at all. That's fine. That's American apple pie. That's really good. Yeah? It's an American apple pie.
I might.
Yeah.
I might.
Yeah, American apple pies are. Mm-hmm. Okay, talk more later. Okay, let's try this again. I talked and I did the whole thing, and then I realized the stupid phone wasn't recording. It happens sometimes. I hate that. I hit it, it goes ding, and I start talking, and I do the whole thing, and I spent like probably 10 minutes talking, and I get done, I go turn it off, and I turn it on. It's like, what? What happened? So anyway, let's try this again. So anyways, I was thinking about it, and I realized a lot of you guys out there, a lot of new people to my channel are probably saying, oh, this is a terrible test. Your car, because your speed limits, your car can get that kind of range, but where I live, I'm not going to get that kind of range. No, I'm not doing it like that. I'm comparing it with what my car could do last year, the year before that, and what my new Leaf could do, you know, my 2014 Leaf back in 2014, what it could do on a full charge. Not whatever. And I'm comparing to that. I'm showing what the degradation is on my car at 7.5 years of age, 2,000 charges. And there is definitely degradation. I've gone down 2 segs. You know, the health, you know, Leaf Spy says it's at 78%, I think it is. It has gone down, but it's still quite doable. When my car was new, catalog, it said it could go 224 kilometers. This is a 24 kilowatt hour Leaf I'm talking about. They said it could go 224 kilometers on one charge. I never got that. Of course, I wasn't very good at EVs back then. If I bought a new one now, 24 kilowatt hour, maybe I could do that. But back then, I got about 200 best. And I got about 160 at 80% on my new Leaf. When I got this Leaf at 80%, I could do 160, no problem. And then over time, like I think last year was when I did it, it was I had to charge to 84 or 85%. This time I had to charge, I think it would have been like, I would have had to do like at least to 87%. Would have been fine to get 160 kilometers. So I've had to go up a little bit, but I'm still plenty of juice, plenty of time left. This car is showing a little wear and tear, but the range is doing great. And that's what I'm trying to say is, for me, for over here, the range difference isn't that huge. It's not really that big. I'm still able to go the same distance I was able to do with a brand new Leaf that I can do with this car at 7.5 years of age. That's insane. That's insane. That's really good. And I was trying to say in my previous video that I thought I was making was recommending it to people over here in Japan. These cars are cheap. You can get them for $8,000 used, the first gen Leafs, and they're still viable. They still have a lot of life left of them in them. Nissan did a good job on these battery packs, I think, and they did a good job on the Leaf, the first gen Leaf, the 1.5 version I call it, the 2012 and on Leaf is really good. If you get a 2010 or 11 Leaf, you might have some troubles because that had some bugs in it, but by the 1.5 they had it all worked out and they did a great job. So I can't recommend it enough to anybody out there, especially if you're thinking about getting an EV right now, this time of what's going on right now. If you need a car and you think about EV, go for something like this. It's $6,000 in America roughly for a first gen Leaf. If you can do 55, 65 miles on one charger, that's okay with you, I really recommend it because it's still cheaper than gas. A lot cheaper right now. America's gas is crazy. I don't think it'll last that long. It's not going to stay that way. But right now, the gas prices in America are ridiculous. And so the electric Leaf would do great. I said some other stuff and I don't even remember anymore. Do you remember what I was saying? I said something else. What else did I talk about? I was talking about my next video. The next video I'm gonna do is my wife is gonna do a test drive of the new Sakura. I'll set cameras up. I'm gonna show the car outside and inside, and what its ride is like. It's really quite nice, and we'll get a good look at that. Hopefully soon. Hopefully. It just depends on, my wife is very busy, and when she has time to do a test drive, that's when we'll do it. And I also said, please give this video if you liked it, and if you watched to the very end, wow, really, really thank you. Really appreciate it if you watched all the way to the end. And if you did, and you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a like. It really does help. You guys, it helps with the algorithm to get my video out there. I appreciate that. And yeah, and if you're new, hey, hit the subscribe button. Or not. But I mean, if you do, that'd be great. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really did, and I was really shocked, pleasantly surprised how well this car did. And it makes me happy. It makes me feel very confident about holding on to this car for a few more years. Even.
Turn right.
That's my cue. Gotta go, guys. Bye. brought everything for the barbecue except the plates. So I guess I'll have to just eat right out of the pan. Hot, hot, hot. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful over here. Very cool. Very, very sushi today. Very cool. A little windy, but not as bad as back home. So very nice spot.